Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. A little bit ago I was thinking it's always nice when the cup matches the project. Yeah, we got the right cup going on here. It only happens about once every, I guess, 2 weeks, 16 days, something like that. We're getting so many coffee cups and I cycle through them. I do my best to not miss anybody's cup. Okay, now, this I believe is the problem. You're probably thinking, Ron's fixed his surveillance system. Well, not really. This is the only monitor that's up and running right now. This is the splitter. And what you do is you plug the source in here. It's a powered splitter. It takes an AC adapter, which apparently is working. So you plug the source in here, and then you can plug in 4 outputs. And it amplifies the signal, and it's supposed to be a pretty good one, except that it only lasted 3 years. I think this is the problem. Now, it better be the problem, because I've gone and ordered a new one on Amazon. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. So right now, if I want to watch a particular monitor, I have to plug only that monitor's line into the system, because I don't have this. So yeah, it was nice to be able to just go from room to room, and like you probably noticed, I've got an old TV going in the bathroom. I had the TV; it was just sitting in the closet on its end. I mean, why not use it? So yeah. So if I'm in the bathroom there, some people read magazines. Well, I can watch to see what's going on outside. Oh, look, a rabbit. Anyway, yeah. So I'm hoping that this is the problem. I mean, I'd feel pretty stupid if the new one came and I still had the same problem. I don't know I can't figure out what else it could be, because what I've done is I've taken and I plugged the individual lines directly into the monitor, or into the PVR, or whatever they call it. I think it's called an NVR on that sort of thing. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Enough about this. Now, today I want to come to a decision of what to do here, and I think what I am going to do is I'm going to glue these 3 pieces in place as it says in step 28, and then we'll move on to step 29, and I think when we get to step 30, then we'll be needing this piece again, or whichever one it is, and with the three pieces attached. I got a lot of good ideas from different people suggesting how they did it on their sub, and apparently there's people watching me build this that have already built this sub, or are way ahead of me already in their build, which is not surprising because I'm so terribly slow at this. But I'm having a good time, so not to worry. Okay, we're going to get to see the walkers. Yeah. There won't be any kind of a sunrise, but we're slowly getting back to normal here. I'm sure glad that it wasn't my surveillance system itself on the blink, because that would have been a costly fix. Whereas something like this is not that expensive. All right. I did get to go out on my motorcycle yesterday 3 times. Some of you may have already seen the video. Well, I doubt very much if any of you watched it all. Is there anybody that actually watched the whole thing? It was an hour and a half long or thereabouts. There's 3 rides, and each ride was about half an hour. Oh my goodness. I think there's I think somebody said, I don't want to mention any names because I might get the wrong guy, but what he said is he put a pair of handlebars on his desk, or he was joking, of course, and then his monitor's right in front of him, and he can ride along with me. I remember before I got my motorcycle, I was spending quite a bit of time watching other people do something similar to what I've done. What is really nice is when they live in a place where it's very scenic. There was a guy in Italy on a bike, I think it was identical to mine. It might have had the saddlebags on the back, but it was the same make and model. And he was cruising along on those nice winding roads in Italy, you know. And here everything is basically straight, you know. We don't know what a curve is. You know, we come to an intersection and make a 90-degree right or left if we want to make a curve, most of the time. And then there was another fellow in California. He went up into the mountains there, just out of L.A. That would have been that was pretty scenic too. Yeah, it's really nice when you can do that. There's a guy that's doing bicycle videos, and he's done some really nice ones, very picturesque. I don't got no picturesque stuff to show you. Yesterday we went to the we're out to Talbot Avenue, and I said this is where I go on my e-bike, and I said something to the effect of, I can see where I turn around, but that's because I know where it is. Well, that must be frustrating for the viewers. Well, at least I could have done was dropped an arrow down, right? No, but no, I didn't. Okay, enough chatter here. Let's recompose and glue our parts down and hope we get them in the right place. Oh, one viewer suggested, he said, use a slow drying glue, and that way it gives you an opportunity to move stuff around. I think I'll do that. I was going to use the extra thin, but I think what I'll do is I'll use the Tamiya regular, which is still pretty thin compared to that stuff that we used to use 60 years ago when I first started modeling. It came in a little tester's tube. Remember that? You squeeze the tube and out came this sort of paste. Yeah, those were the good old days. Modeling was in its infancy then. I think that they started manufacturing models, as best I remember, when I checked out the history of it, about 10 years before I was born. So that would be around 1930, 36, 35, something like that. That was when the first kit was actually produced. It'd be interesting to know what that kit actually looked like. It would be probably pretty primitive. And can you imagine the flashing and seam lines on those old kits? Okay, let's get at it here. Okay, I'm going to use the helping hands here. And you know, at first I thought that the ends of this pipe were keyed. I thought that one end was sort of crescent shaped and the other end was square, but they are both square, and it looks like the square holes that these plug into are the same size. So it would be possible to get these in the wrong end plugged in. However, if a person pays attention, we can see that, okay, this piece is this piece right here, and we have to plug this in, obviously right here, because it won't fit in this one. Let me move you in a bit, sorry. It won't fit in this one. That's for the other pipe, the one that's going to not have anything supporting the far end. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have to soften this because it doesn't seem to want to fit too good. Well, it kind of fits, and the idea will be we're going to use the helping hands to basically hold it for a few minutes straight. Okay, something like this. Now, maybe I should be using the extra thin because of its melding properties. You know, if I get this, I had these pieces in the hull a few minutes ago, and I was sort of trying to fit the pipe in between, and it just kept falling out, and these things kept flopping over, and yeah, so I think maybe this is the way to go here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try and move in a little closer here so that you can see what I'm doing. Anyway, we don't need this anymore. Okay, just moments ago, I saw movement in my monitor and then out the window, and it was Missy the dog taking Max for a walk. And try and get this square here. I wonder if maybe I should release this and just try and get the feel of it a little bit better. There, I can feel it sort of locked in place there. Now if I could bring this up like that. Okay, I think that's about right. But this is just sort of a dry run. Maybe what we should do is just lift this out, put it off to the side here, and whoops, don't bump the helping hands around, don't bump the helping hands. Okay, we'll fill that hole. And put this back. Okay. Now, as that's going all the way down into the I think it is. Just let me check the monitor. I should almost have the macro lens on. Oh, this has got to go to the right here. Because the pipe has to be basically 90 degrees. Okay, I think it's about, oops, we've come off here. All right. I don't think I need to put any. Maybe we'll just. Let it flow down into the. Okay. Okay, let's just leave that for a few minutes now. Here they come. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Ron. Nice day.
Well, it's not raining yet.
Cloudy but nice. Out for a bite of breakfast.
A bite of breakfast, yeah. I just told the viewers that I saw Missy go by taking Max for a walk.
Oh, she pulled on me and pulled on me until I finally stopped. She waited for that lady and gentleman to go by, so they petted her, and I told them doodles are self-made celebrities. She's trying to widen her fan base. And the man said, yep, Two more likes.
2 more likes. Yeah.
People are funny. Maybe a motorcycle day today?
I don't know. I'm going to go to Canadian Tire and pick up a gas can. Because I was noticing that they have a one that holds 53 liters.
Yeah.
And it's got wheels on it, and comes with a hose and a nozzle and all that kind of stuff. I think that might be a lot handier.
At a pump?
Well, not really. It's more of a siphon.
Oh, it's a siphon.
Yeah. Or if you get it up high enough, it'll gravity feed. But I think it'll be good for what I want here.
How many liters?
53. It weighs about
53.
100. When it's full, it weighs about 100 pounds.
Yeah, that'd be 103 pounds. Yeah. Wouldn't be light. Comes on wheels.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put it?
I don't know yet. Probably maybe in the back of the box. Okay, as you can see, if you can see the clock off in the distance, it's almost noon here. And I guess maybe 2-3 hours has passed since we glued this up. It seems to be fairly strong. All right, now this piece here, if we were to try and put the other end in, we would notice right away that it doesn't want to fit right. Although it would be possible to put the end that's supposed to go in here into this slot, but we're not going to do that, are we? Okay. Now, what's happened here is I have gone to Canadian Tire, as I mentioned to Max earlier when I was out with Missy. I want to be careful I don't get stressed. This joint here is going to have a tendency to want to break loose. Okay, now maybe we'll recompose here. This pretty much stays by itself, doesn't it? Okay, I think that if we have it go down as far down as it can possibly, let me move you in. If we have it go as far down as it possibly can, it's going to be basically square this way. It'll be just this way that we have to worry about. And I don't think that's going to be a problem. Maybe I got myself a little bit worried about something for nothing here. Just let me recompose a bit here. Okay, I think I started to mention that I did get that gas can. And then I started to realize that the summertime is really a difficult time for the model table, isn't it? Because I am so distracted by stuff that I can only do in the summer. Let's soften the paint here. I'll show you the gas can later. I just want to sort of finish this first. Okay. Now, in all likelihood, this is going to go all the way down and seat properly. I haven't got it quite right here. I'm trying not to bump that other piece that we put in here earlier this morning. Whoa, I pushed down too hard, I almost broke it. Now that's going to meld almost perfectly. I think once that dries, it's going to look like a weld, actually. It's got to lean just a little bit towards you. Okay. Let's just let that dry out now. And then the only one that's left is the one that goes in right there. Okay, well, we are waiting for this one to dry. I think if we're very careful here, I can get this one in place. And this one has to go so that this speaker, I believe this is one of those things that you speak into. Can't think of what else it is. And probably a tube that goes all the way back into the engine room. So this sort of curls around back. Well, it pretty much stands there by itself again. So this is, yeah, I was worried about this for nothing, because this is actually going pretty good here. Oh, I was going to mention, the reason I've got the masking tape on is because when I move in with the macro lens, if I move it even just 3 or 4 millimeters in or out, it goes in or out of focus. So that's why I taped this down, so that when I'm bumping around on this thing, it's going to basically stay where it's supposed to. Okay, where's the macro lens? Okay, let's get it on and have a nice close look. Okay, I'll just sort of set this off to the side here, watching that I don't glue it in the wrong way, because it is easily glued in 180 degrees the wrong way. And maybe before we put our extra thin in the hole there, I'll move in as close as I can get. Don't quite have the right angle with my tweezers here. That rustling you heard was the horn part of this thing rubbing against the piece we put in a few minutes ago. Okay, now that is basically standing there in the right position all by itself. I think we're just going to let that dry. Now I noticed it was slowly starting to slump over and lean up against this thing here. So I put the helping hands on, but I don't think we need them now. And I do believe we can put this in a safe place. Yeah. I was wondering if a person had it the other way up, so that these pipes and everything were sort of hanging down, then they wouldn't slump over. But I don't know. Don't know if I can fasten it that way. I think this is going to stay pretty good. Yeah. Oh, Missy the dog is outside again. Okay, I better push stop here, because she's going to be, oh no, I guess she's just going for a little walk. She's taking Max for a walk again. Yeah, smart dog. Okay, I'm going to push stop anyway. Okay, it seems to me I mentioned that I would show you this thing. Alright, this screws in here like this. Only a little bit tighter. Now this thing is basically gravity feed, that it'll probably work the best, but I also understand, I haven't tried it yet, but going like, whoops, if you go like this, it pumps. At least that's what I got out of it. But I'm going to try and raise this whole thing up so it'll be, that the bottom of it here will be higher than the tank of the motorcycle, but I haven't exactly figured out how I'm going to do that yet. I was outside talking to my neighbor a minute ago when he was by with Missy, and telling him I was thinking of maybe rigging up some sort of a, I don't know, a lift or a hoist or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits here for this afternoon, folks. Thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Yeah, I think that'll be okay.